Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to start this lesson off by giving all the honor, praise, and infinite glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachaha Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace, blessing, and salutation to the hopeful elect that are out there diligently pushing this word in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. Okay, now, I watched this video, Full Spectrum Survival, okay, and I started watching it this morning. All right, I watched it this morning, and I sat on it, meditated on it while I was at the plantation. Okay, and now that I'm off, I wanted to shed some light on this. But he had made mention of the central bank digital currency and all that it entails in terms of what it's going to be tracking. Okay, your purchases, your medical records, your social credit score or your credit score, gaining access to certain buildings and things of that nature. And the first thing I could think of was Revelation, the 13th chapter. Okay, because from time and time again, we've been speaking on the central bank digital currency and what's going to come with the central bank digital currency. All right, what does that look like? And all right, in the eyes of humanity. All right, people just assume that everything is going digital, but it has to look like something. Okay, for you to gain access into certain establishments, certain buildings, for you to make purchases. All right, it's not going to be the swipe of a card. Okay, it's not going to be something that you have to remind yourself to put in your pocket or to put in your wallet. Okay, it's not going to be like that. All right, there may be some some form of it in the beginning. Okay, because they have to slowly introduce the MOTB, the charagma. Okay, so they may be another method in which they're going to implement it, but ultimately their whole goal is to track everybody by putting a device in their hand or in their forehead. All right, so I want to play a little bit of this video, which is only about a couple minutes of it, and then I'm just going to bring out some precepts, man. But hey, we're getting closer and closer to the end, because as soon as the MOTB is enforced and mandated on the masses, then destruction is coming. Okay, because soon after the MOTB, all right, and not everybody is going to get chipped, man. All right, because you're going to have, obviously, of those who are of the elect, okay, that the Lord is going to avoid the elect from getting this thing. But then you're also going to have rebellious people. Okay, you're going to have the majority of just regular people in the world who refuse to take it. Okay, but soon after that, all right, before they can fill their bellies, all right, as in the book of Job goes into, they are these Russians, okay, these North Koreans, these Chinese, all right, hey, they're about to launch those missiles, man. Okay, the Lord is about to launch the arrow from one end of the earth to the other. Okay, and this place will be destroyed by thermonuclear destruction within 1 hour. All right, and that's the end all be all of this place. So the fact that this is becoming more mainstream and this is becoming more relevant, all right, goes to show what time we're living in, man. So let me go ahead and play this video.
You are willing to put in for them, and you have to test each other. Dr. Mike Yeadon, former vice president at the pharmaceutical conglomerate Phizer, He has said everyone must reject what is coming. Now, guys, this is a former vice president at Phizer, the same pharmaceutical company who's at the, the same mention of all the injectables that went into people. He says digital IDs, the UN agenda of 2030 is coming. This is his direct quote. By 2030, you will not be able to leave the country. You will not own private transportation. You will have a digital ID to do everything.
And I'm going to stop it right there. I'm going to keep it going, but you heard what he said. He said by 2030, okay? And this is the former vice president of Phizer, all right? Admitting to all these claims, okay? Now, we know through the Spirit that we're not going to, this place won't last till 2030. That's another 6 years, okay? Give or take. This thing could really be done a lot sooner, a lot quicker, okay? Because think of all the things that are taking place in Babylon alone, not even in the world, but in Babylon alone. You got these migrants coming over, the UN troops, military-aged men, all right? They're going to try to find ways to get everybody sooner. Okay. And the only way they're going to be able to identify anybody is by getting this. All right. Because I'm pretty sure they're not going to mandate these UN troops to get it. Okay. They're trying to track these low belly, Americans, these Babylonians. Okay.
And then just in time, we saw Australia just passed its digital identity bill into law. This just happened. He says he signs into everything with his electronic ID via the phone. Anytime there is access to his bank account, this is another individual. Anytime he accesses his phone services, his accounting, his tax records, his insurance, his credit score, his car or house bills, his power bill, his medical records, when he votes, or even when he pulls up a store receipt, it's all linked to his digital ID account.
There you go. Everything that you will have to do, everything that you do on a normal day-to-day basis, you're going to be tracked, man. Traveling, okay? Making purchases, filing taxes, renting a vehicle, okay? This is how they're going to track everybody, man. And yeah, you may say, oh, they tracking us through our phones anyway. But no, man, you can get rid of your phone. You can toss your phone somewhere, and then you can put it on even if you put it on airplane mode, they still tracking it. But the point is, you can get rid of your phone. You can get rid of certain devices that will track you. Okay. But the new way of they're going to go about it is something that that you won't be able to just throw away and discard. Why? Because it's going to be embedded in your skin. Okay.
He says you can't get the power turned on, you can't get a phone number, you can't buy a car, you can't rent a house, you can't even buy certain things without having that digital ID. You need one. The government has access to it. They have access to your tax records, access to your bank accounts. They know every transaction that you make, everything that you spend.
Amazon automation investment, scam. Shopify automation investment, scam. Airbnb.
And how much money you actually earn. They don't need a warrant. They can access it anytime they want because the information is theirs. They just need probable cause to look at that, and they know that can be made up of anything.
You see, they need probable cause, and it could be made up of anything. Okay, they will have every reason to try to find us in some way, form, or fashion. All right, especially those who are serving the Lord. Okay, because they're going to want to track our every move. Okay, and the real reason why they're doing this is really to try to track the elect down. Okay, that's their real motive. you know, because for the majority of the masses, man, they got them right where they want them. Okay, yeah, you may have a whistleblower here or there, someone who kind of bucks up against the system, but for the most part, everybody's pretty compliant, man. You saw what happened when the whole C-19 thing happened, you know, when you see these devils trying to get access to these grocery stores and they want to buck up, hey, they was kicked right on out, and I bet you they learned their lesson, you know. So, you know, for the most part, people are going to comply. All right. But those who won't are of those who are of the elect. Okay. Those who serve Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right. A probable cause. Come on now. They could make anything up. All right. You got computer graphics. You got AI now where they can take an image from us and make artificial intelligence speak on our behalf. Not even, they could type, they have software now where you could type what you want a certain person to say, and it'll generate the image of them actually saying it, but it's not really them. It's artificial intelligence. Okay. They're going to use that and try to, find ways to narrow down, or, put, to try to, those who serve the Lord, try to get us to, pretty much, for lack of a better explanation, try to get us hemmed up, man. And that's when the persecution comes. Okay. So I'm gonna keep it playing.
Australians and soon Americans, this is what's coming for you. Now, you're not even being told about this, but it's being written into almost every bill. Do you remember it was broken out to the public recently when they push these new laws into order? They stack a bill that's, 4,000 pages long. No one reads them. They all deliberate, they all debate, they all cry and whine about why their side should or shouldn't have it. They pick like 6 bullet points, then they either push it through or they don't because of their own agendas. But inside of these, you have secretive acts like this taking place. U.S. presidential candidate.
So that was pretty much it. And he's exactly right, man. They'll have, bills, all right, and laws in place that 4,000 page plus, long. Ain't nobody reading all of that, man. Okay. And there's somewhere within those 4,000 pages, they'll put one little paragraph explaining what they plan on doing with the CBDC. And that's that cunning type spirit that Esau has, man. Doing things, trying to do things behind closed doors through their deception and their lies. They'll put they'll wrap it in a box and put a bow on top of it and say, "Here you go, America. Here's a gift." All right, and you open up that gift, and it's it's something pleasing to the eye, but is really harmful to you. You know what I'm saying? So that's really what it comes down to. Their agenda, all right, is being moved forward. Okay. Now, whether it will happen this year, we don't know. We hope it does. We pray and hope that it happens this year. If not this year, the beginning of next year. But we do know through the spirit, because we pay attention and we have the eye salve, the understanding, the discernment of what's going on in the world, that, hey, man, it's just a matter of time at this point. This thing could go completely, this thing could completely collapse within months. Okay. We could be within months before this place falls, man. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring out some precepts. Okay. This is the book of, where I'm going with this. Revelation chapter 13. All right. We got to get it. Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16. And he causeth all. And when you go into that word causeth, it really goes into the meaning of making ready. You making them ready, make them ready to receive these things. Okay. When they make it difficult for you to live your normal lives, unless you have this device. All right. He causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that hath the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. 666. Okay, and that's exactly what this man just explained. Okay, how, in certain, I think he mentioned Australia, that they are already, they've already kind of implemented it to some degree. Okay, and when this thing really kicks up, when it's not just in Australia, not just in certain countries around the world, but worldwide, okay, then, all right, and not until then then the destruction is coming, okay? But the Lord is not going to allow him to do all that he wants to do. He's going to stop him dead in his tracks, man, okay? Job chapter 20 and verse 23. I started verse 22. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. And when you go into that word straits, it means in a position of difficulty. Okay? When he's put in a position of difficulty, every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. When he is about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. So in the midst of him fulfilling his wicked acts, all right, trying to enforce all these different laws, these unrighteous decrees, okay, pinning us up into a corner, all right, where a lot of people aren't going to have much choice. Okay, why do they feel like they're not going to have much of a choice? Because they don't have the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. They don't have the Lord. Okay, but we know through the Spirit, man, it's a way out of this. It's a way out of that. All right, and that's through serving the Lord. All right, and doing what's necessary for salvation, man. Simple as that. All right, but the Lord is not going to allow this man to get everybody as he wants. Okay, and that's when it comes down to the remnant, the elect, 144,000 and 1/3 of the nation of Israel. Okay, who will not receive it. So I just wanted to shine some light on that real quick through the Spirit. But yeah, man, things is kicking up, man. Things are in motion at this point. So keep your eyes open, be vigilant, man. Be circumspect, keeping your eyes open and on a swivel. All right, because hey, it's about to kick off. So like I said, Lord willing, this is an edifying lesson. And with that, I want to give an honor, praise, and infinite glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachaha Quadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And until next time, Shalom.